Have you ever felt that sudden punch in your chest? Like something inside you knows a woman is thinking about you even before you understand why? That instinct isn't random. It's one of the oldest signals your psychology uses to warn you that something in your life is shifting. And today, you're going to understand exactly what that shift means. Here's the truth most men never hear. When a woman starts thinking about you nonstop, she doesn't begin with fantasies. She begins with questions. Women feel first, but they think repeatedly. That loop of thought starts long before she gives you a single sign. She becomes curious about your tone, your patterns, the meaning of your silence. If you ever sensed her shift before she said a word, that wasn't magic. That was emotional gravity. Women don't obsess over men they don't respect. When she can't stop thinking about you, it's because you triggered something rare. Your mix of unpredictability and emotional presence pulls her, and even when she doesn't want to be pulled. And the deeper it gets, the more she starts noticing things she normally ignores. The pause before you answer, the way your eyes move, the choices you make quietly. She becomes hyper-aware, not because you confuse her, but because you're waking up parts of her psychology she usually keeps guarded. Most men miss this completely. They look for messages, affection, obvious signs. But her internal shift shows up much earlier, through silence, boldness, mirroring your timing, tension that wasn't there before. She's not pulling away. She's overflowing emotionally and trying to hide it. When a woman thinks about you constantly, you leave emotional fingerprints on her mind. She replays moments not out of insecurity, but fascination. She wants to understand the impression you left on her. That fascination becomes a loop she can't turn off. Sometimes her energy warms when you walk in. Other times she becomes tense, guarded, almost distant. That's not disinterest. That's vulnerability she's trying to keep from showing. She doesn't want you to see what she hasn't admitted to herself yet. One of the biggest signs? Emotional pacing. She hesitates before texting. Not to play games, but because she's trying to protect herself while staying connected. She writes messages, deletes them, rewrites them. She wants to sound casual, but nothing she feels is casual anymore. Then comes her curiosity about your habits, your routines, jokes, moods. She starts connecting dots that don't exist yet, because once you become a pattern in her mind, she can't turn it off. And here's the deeper layer. She starts imagining your reactions before she makes decisions. She mentally consults you without even realizing it. When a woman does this, she's already more invested than she'll ever admit aloud. What most men don't realize is that when she thinks about you nonstop, she cycles through emotions, excitement, fear, longing, frustration, all in minutes. That intensity is addictive. She doesn't want to feel it, but she can't stop. She asks herself questions she never asked for anyone else. Why do I keep thinking about him? What is he doing right now? Why did I feel that spark when he said that? These are the fingerprints of fascination. She remembers moments you forgot existed. She notices your absence more than your presence. When you don't text, she replays what she said. She isn't indifferent. She's evaluating where she stands in your emotional orbit. She might even challenge you lightly or test small boundaries. It's not immaturity. It's her attempt to confirm you feel something too. Here's what almost no one tells men. When a woman thinks about you constantly, she becomes emotionally synchronized with you. Your mood affects hers. Your silence hits deeply. She becomes hyper-aware of everything you say and do, because her mind is replaying and analyzing you without pause. She may pull back for a few days, but that distance isn't disconnection. It's internal strategy. When she returns, she's more attentive, more curious, more emotionally tuned in. And the deepest truth? She starts imagining future moments with you. Conversations, experiences, even conflicts. These aren't fantasies. They're subconscious tests of compatibility, safety, and desire. When she does this, you're no longer just a person in her life. You're a potential part of her story. So when a woman thinks about you nonstop, it's not a phase. It's a psychological imprint. You become a significant emotional presence in her mind. She may fight it. She may hide it. She may act confused. But the signs are there. Every glance, every pause, every small shift in her behavior. Proof that in her world, you're not just noticed, You're unforgettable.